because this song is about correlating different emotions to different colors. And it hit me all of a sudden that most of the emotions I'd felt in this process of making this album were red emotions.
Taylor Swift has used colors as storytelling devices throughout her career. Today, we're going to break down what each color means in her albums and songs. Probably the first color you think of when thinking about how Taylor uses color symbolism in her lyricism is red. She felt so strongly about the symbolism of this color that she used it as an album title. The color red represents the raw, intense emotions associated with love and passion, but also danger and pain. Even subtle lyrics like "you almost ran the red 'cause you were looking over at me" from All Too Well is an indirect way to represent the danger that red represents. The casual mentioning of the color, though not always in the context of danger, gives the listener a motif to come back to, from lyrics like "your cheeks were turning red" from All Too Well, or "in red lipstick with no one to impress" from The Moment I Knew. The relationships written about in the red era were tumultuous. They brought some of her highest highs and her lowest lows. Red is the color of passion, whether good or bad. During this era, she also uses autumnal colors and darker tones, symbolizing the transition of the relationship from passionate, new, and exciting to failing, dying, and ending, much like the transition from summer to fall. In the All Too Well bridge, Taylor reflects on the red scarf that she left at his sister's house. This item, once a symbol of love, becomes a tangible memory that links her to both passion and heartbreak. The red scarf is a metaphor for how something once full of vibrant emotion now stands as a reminder of loss. In Daylight from Lover, Taylor sings, "I once believed love would be burning red, but it's golden." This shows that her idea of love has shifted from passionate, intense, and dangerous to steady and safe. In her 2012 prologue to Red, Taylor writes, "Real love shines golden like starlight and doesn't fade or spontaneously combust. Maybe I'll write a whole album about that kind of love if I ever find it." She went on to write Reputation, which had sprinkled motifs of gold throughout it, as well as Lover, to signify a wholesome, meaningful relationship. If you didn't think of the color red first, you probably thought of the color blue. While blue is generally linked to sadness and heartbreak, Taylor shifted the meaning of this color over the evolution of her writing. At the beginning, it did symbolize sadness to her, with lyrics like "losing him was blue like I'd never known" from Red, and "did the twin flame bruise paint you blue" from All Too Well 10-minute version. The color blue was commonly contrasted with the color red, signifying feelings of longing and unrequited love. Her narrative on the color blue started to shift after she started dating Joe Alwyn. Reputation mentions the color several times, all in ways tied to Alwyn. On Delicate, she sings, "Oh damn, never seen that color blue," which serves as a listener's introduction to Alwyn and the effect he would have on Taylor's songwriting. She begins to relate the color to their love and flips it from representing sadness to representing safety and a new love. She also sings "Ocean Blue Eyes," "Looking in Mine" from Gorgeous, as well as "My Love Had Been Frozen," "Deep Blue, But She Painted Me Golden" from Dancing with Her Hands Tied. This is her second time equating healthy love to the color gold. The Lover album has the most mentions of the color blue, which supports the theory that Taylor associated blue with Joe Alwyn. A few lyrics include, "My heart's been borrowed and yours has been blue" from Lover, "I'm with you even if it makes me blue" from Paper Rings, "I blew things out of proportion, now you're blue" from Afterglow, and of course, the song Daylight invokes the color blue because of the sky and also highlights the golden love she sings about. On Folklore, Taylor continued to use the color blue to symbolize Joe Alwyn with lyrics like "Don't want no other shade of blue but you" from Hoax, and the usages became more melancholic, and following Taylor and Joe's breakup, she continued to use the color to reference Alwyn. On the Tortured Poets Department, her most recent album, she sings about how Alwyn's blue nature may have led to the demise of their relationship. On So Long, London, which is heavily rumored to be about Alwyn because he is from London, and Taylor had written a love song called London Boy on Lover, she sings, "You sacrificed us to the gods of your bluest days." This could suggest that his sadness caused him to give up on the relationship, Meanwhile, Taylor would have stayed with him through the hard, blue times. On Fresh Out the Slammer, she sings, "Gray and blue and fights and tunnels," which symbolizes the darkness she was going through towards the end of their relationship, and ironically, she sees daylight upon exiting it. Gold has been mentioned several times in reference to both red and blue. Traditionally, gold is seen as a symbol of wealth and perfection. As mentioned before, her most notable uses of the color gold are scattered throughout Reputation, as she compared her new, healthy love to gold through the lyrics. "It's like your eyes are liquor, it's like your body is gold" from Endgame. "Gold cage, hostage to my feelings" from So It Goes. "Made your mark on me," a golden tattoo from Dress. And as mentioned before, "My love had been frozen, deep blue, but you painted me golden" from Dancing with Her Hands Tied. Before Alwyn, most of her relationships were best compared to the color red. She also sings a lot about golden ages or being the golden one, which furthers her interpretation of the color being something pure and good. On Invisible String from Folklore, Taylor sings about how a single thread of gold tied her and Alwyn together, and how every event in their lives led up to them being together. On Gold Rush from Evermore, Taylor sings about someone so perfect that they're compared to gold. The gold rush of 1849 had thousands of miners flocking to California in hopes of finding gold, and by comparing this person to the gold rush, she's implying that she's suspicious that everyone else is interested in this person and is struggling to fight her jealousy. I think we can also all agree that we associate colors to each Taylor Swift era. We associate green and blue with Debut, yellow/gold with Fearless, purple with Speak Now, red with Red, obviously, blue/neons with 1989, black with Reputation, pink with Lover, gray with Folklore, brown with Evermore, midnights with Dark Blue, and the Tortured Poets Department is black and white. These colors are all very strategic in terms of associations. Taylor's country roots and youthfulness is represented through green and blue, especially with lyrics like "Think of my head on your chest" and "my old faded blue jeans." Fearless's yellow and gold tones evoke feelings of youth, hopefulness, and adventure, and the purple on Speak Now represents fantasy, royalty, and whimsy. Especially in Long Live, where she sings, "How the kingdom lights shined just for me and you." Red is pretty self-explanatory with themes of passion and heartbreak. The blues and neon colors in 1989 represent the cityscape and Taylor's newly found independence and rebirth. The black of Reputation represents the death of her reputation, and the flecks of gold represent the rebirth of it. Lover's pinks and pastels evoke a feeling of warmth, romance, and a dreamlike state. Folklore and Evermore's gray and neutral hues evoke feelings of nostalgia, storytelling, and escapism. The dark blue and lavender of Midnights reflects feelings of mystery and reflection. And the Tortured Poets Department's black and white color scheme represents a thoughtful, crucial, and pivotal point in Taylor's life. Taylor's use of color is intricately tied to her emotions, her personal growth, and how she frames her stories. Most of the time, her mentions of colors serve as an aid to storytelling and discreetly evoke emotions within the listener. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about how Taylor uses colors to enhance her storytelling, and I would love to know what your favorite lyric involving a color is. For me, I really love the mentions of blue on Reputation because I think it's really romantic how she associated blue with Joe so heavily. Even though the relationship is over, it's clear how much she loved him. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!